Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time for another Eden run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. No random run day today. I just felt like playing Eden, and yeah, we're just going to be hopping on into the brand new week here, as we always do with an Eden run, the Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus series. Here's your meme of the day. First, I think maybe Breaking Bad meme of the day, sent in here by 132 on the Victor subreddit. Title thread was, you know it's serious when Sin cuts the music. Blood Oath is really good if we have enough soul hearts. What if we don't? Yeah, I can't really do a good Giancarlo Esposito impression. Again, I'm not an impressionist, but I do like to have the sort of dramatic flair. Oh my gosh, we have 9 lives. Dramatic flair of Gus Fring every now and then. He wasn't my favorite character on Breaking Bad, though. 2 Bravo 77932 Sierra, obviously because he's not a good person at all. I don't know who my favorite character is on Breaking Bad. I don't want to say Dean Norris's character of Hank, because he's also kind of not a great guy. Even though he's a good guy, and I don't know, it's weird because the way that he acts in the majority of the first couple seasons up until the incident where it kind of changes him. He's kind of a douche. So I can't really say that Hank is one of my favorites. I definitely don't like Jesse. I like Aaron Paul, but I don't like Jesse. Jesse is he's just an idiot. I don't know. I've seen Breaking Bad all the way through, probably at least 10 times, I guess, because it is such a great show. I mean, Vince Gilligan is an amazing director and creator of TV entertainment. We could only hope to be so talented to do something like that, but yeah, I don't know. I've never thought about it. It's definitely not Skylar. It's certainly not Marie. Definitely not Junior. I guess it would maybe be Mike. Maybe. Actually, you know what? No, it's I do know actually who is my favorite one. It's actually Saul. Yeah, it's actually Bob Odenkirk. Now that I've said Mike and thought about it, like no, every time I like the Mike scenes. Every time I've liked the Mike scenes in Breaking Bad, it's because of the interactions between Saul and Mike. And then there's other scenes with Saul, and obviously it's always a good time. And I've gone on record to say that Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad, and I stick by that. I think Breaking Bad is phenomenal. We're talking about a 10 we're talking about the difference between a 10 and a 10.1 out of 10. All right, like they're both just masterpieces. The Better Call Saul though is it's so much more intriguing. It's one of the very few times where a prequel actually entertained me more than the original, like the original series. And typically I don't like prequels, as you all know. So going back to starting off with this run here, I haven't even talked about this run yet because we talked about Breaking Bad. Started off very well. I mean, we got 9 lives. Obviously, we got a little troll there with Anarchist Cookbook. I normally would never use the Anarchist Cookbook in a 1 HP situation. So the only reason why I did that was because of 9 lives. It's like, well, if we get screwed, we get screwed. Get a movement speed upgrade here. But yeah, this is an excellent start. Even before we get the tiers upgrade, 3.36 or whatever our tiers rate is, 3.77 damage, and our movement speed is right on point. The only thing that's kind of crappy is our shot speed, but that's, again, if the biggest problem of your run is the fact that you don't have any shot speed, you're going to be in for a good time. It was a great little ricochet. We whiffed all those bombs up until the very end, so good shot there. Going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the Super Greed Fighter Turbo episode, which Alex did a great job with the thumbnail. I basically just gave him a screenshot of Street Fighter 2 Turbo and said, "Hey, do this," but it's Isaac, and he was like, "C." I was like, "C." Then he said, "C" again, and I said, "C, C, C." He said, "C, C, C, C." I said, "Bueno." This one coming in from Alpha Yuri, who said, "Question of the episode: How would you rework vanity tables? They're a lot rarer nowadays, and I only really use them to bond for pills or cards." I don't think that there's a rework that you'd be able to do to make vanity tables useful. I mean, it is nice that you can get cards and pills out of there. So I would say, if anything, if you want to improve vanity tables to make them have some kind of utility other than just changing your appearance, then maybe give it a very small percentage, like 1% chance if you bomb it, or if you get it to pay out or whatever you have to do with it, that it blows up and it gives you a mom item, including mom's knife. I think that would be amazing. Like I would actually use the vanity tables, but as it stands right now, it's just kind of like if you need pills, if you got PhD, if you have Luckfoot or Virgo, go for it. But it's just, it's kind of like a side thing. Like it's not using a vanity table in any kind of utility sort of way in any kind of run is not. It doesn't register high on my list of priorities. But I tell you what, if it actually had a chance to give you a mom item, including mom's knife, I would find every vanity table that I could find in the bedrooms and bomb them, because that would absolutely be worth it. Hey, Larry Jr., we got ourselves the Anarchist Cookbook. This should be a slam dunk here. We hit ourselves almost more than we hit Larry, which is impressive considering there were 3 of them and only 1 of us. But as you saw there, it was better for us to run into Larry and not run into the bomb, because that would have taken away the entire heart. So we still can take a shot on our bone heart without having to worry about it. We do get Speedball, which gave us a much needed shot speed and movement speed upgrade. And then 7 seals. All right, 7 seals. Your time has come again. Okay, so 7 seals is going to spawn one of the horsemen. We'll start off with a war here. And they will deal contact damage and also fire locusts at enemies. And 7 seals is a controversial one for me anyway, just because I don't like items that have any sort of danger next to them, sort of danger factor, just because of the Warfly, the one that you just saw right there, blow up that walking host. And that is mainly due to the fact that, of course, this fly deals friendly fire damage. So you get too close to a target, it's going to hit you, and you're going to be mad. It also, of course, represents just danger. I mean, like if you're on 1 HP and no sort of 9 live situation or anything like that, then yeah, you're cooked. But if that was removed from War's repertoire, I'm gonna do that just to make this room a whole lot easier. If we didn't have to worry about the Abyssal Warfly that War drops there, then it would be an absolute slam dunk of an item, because you don't have to worry about passively controlling them. They just do their own thing, and then it's just a net positive, right? Like they deal good damage. They deal status effects like slowing, like poisoning, like burning, or maybe not burning. But they deal good utility damage, and allowing yourself to sort of adjust whatever you're doing around that is very helpful, because you're able to like position better, you're able to shoot better, not have to get so close to things. Get Birthright, it's going to give us 3 random items. Speaking of Luckfoot, we're just going to take Luckfoot. Luckfoot's going to give us positive pills or neutral pills, so we can go back up into the mob trap room and go take those pills and see what we got in here. We got in here. Range up. And luck up. Yeah, buddy. Luckfoot also gives you a luck rating, by the way. Luck rating up, so Just good all the way around. And it only costs us 7 cents to get permanent neutral or positive pills for the entire run. You have the Necronomicon effect in there, by the way, if you're wondering where that came from. It's from the blank page. Piece of paper, whatever you want to call it. What's it called? Mysterious paper. You can't panic in these situations here. We wouldn't have died anyway, but you still don't want to lose another life. Oh yeah, we don't have the Anarchist cookbook anymore. But yeah, you don't want to lose another life there. Of course, it's unnecessary. You never know how many of these lives you may need later on. I mean, we're only on 1 HP here, so it's a very odd boss fight here. Death's doing some work though. Put out those death locusts. It's a very weird arena. Yeah, I was gonna say, where in the world is it gonna put this? Where's gonna put this? This step here. I am going to backtrack and go all the way to the curse room. I don't care about the half soul heart, and the upside to this is that obviously we can maybe get a guppy item or even get into the devil deal. And I can see forever pill, which is going to give us access to all of the secret rooms. And yeah, I mean, this gives us a boss item. So next floor gives us a boss item and 2 soul hearts. Book of Shadows, though, man. I'm going to stick with just the boss item. We get another HP upgrade. It's going to be a shot speed upgrade, though, which, again, we did need. Now we're kind of good. Not sure where the super secret room is. The only reason why I came in here is just because it's... Oh, dude, these ricochets are on point today. Good bomb to get that, but it's unnecessary because we've got the other heart in there. Yeah, we've already been in the super secret room. There we go. But this is a very, very strong start here. I mean, with 9 lives, obviously a lot of the danger goes out the window. I wouldn't necessarily say that 9 lives is a 1 run. I used to think like that, but I've seen some crazy stuff happen in Repentance. I'll take Kane's Eye here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some mapping. But you combine 9 lives with the Book of Shadows, though, then you're talking about a pretty tough job for the game to overcome and actually kill you. Like, we may lose a life because we take too many devil deals or something like that, but we certainly are not in any imminent danger. Use Book of Shadows. Do this. And maybe we'll get a pill out of that. Luckfoot was such a clutch pickup, though. Us getting those shot speed upgrades and then also getting our HP to a respectable level. Only 3 HP, but it's still... One of them's a Bone Heart, so... Bone Heart's been doing work. A little bit of money, yeah. And a great fight. All right, Famine, show them how it's done. It would be cool if the Conquest Locust actually did the Crack the Skizzle effect. Maybe that would be a little bit too strong, but having that Holy Light come off of a summoned Locust would be pretty awesome. Immediately find the boss here, so we made up a lot of lost time. And have a very slightly outside chance of making the boss rush. I know boss rushes have been crap lately. They're mostly usually crap in the first place, but it's always about that opportunity. You know, that one time you get an actual non-crap boss rush and you look like a genius. Now, if I wanted to buff 7 Seals, I know that's a crazy sentence in and of itself. If I wanted to buff 7 Seals, though, I would make it to where the locusts stay, like Apollyon Locust or Abyssal Locust. They just stay in the room, but then they reset after you leave it. 68%, by the way. We get another tiers upgrade here. Our tiers rate is at the soft cap of 5.0. Still 0 damage upgrade, so oh, this is what 7 seals is for. I'll take a risk and open these 2 golden chests. Oh, hang on a second. I have to pause the video real quick, everyone. 1 second. Sorry about this. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take that phone call. Apologies. I would love to see the Abyssal Locusts persist in the room. And I mean, and I'm not talking about the like those ones that are like disposable. I'm talking about like actual Abyssal Locusts. Like as 7 Seals cycles through the locusts, it just keeps building up and building up and building up over time. And they don't like shoot out constant locusts like it does right now. Every time it would switch one familiar, it would switch to the other one, and then they would just do 1 locust per switch. But if they persisted like that, man, 7 Seals would just be an absolute monster of an item. Perfect for a run like this where we have not had any damage upgrades. Not knowing how much HP we've got left in our bone heart, a little impossible to figure out whether or not we're able to do a Sacrum Shuffle here. Look at the damage from Pestilence here, man. That creep is amazing. You know, another way to make it, because obviously that version of 7 Seals would be pretty OP. But another way to make it less OP but still good is keep it as it is right now, but let all the horsemen have their own creep. Like their own version of creep. I think that would be cool. Blue Larry here. We should get a soul heart. It had to wait till floor 5 for our next devil deal, as expected here when we start with the guppy item. And Ares, well, that's going to max out our movement speed, so we are moving. Ares, we can run forward and be immune to contact damage. We actually deal damage as well. You just have to be at full speed, and we are already at full speed. See me run into the worms right there. Yeah, we can take Tarot Cloth. A Wheel of Fortune and a speed up. Yeah, dude, we're Gucci on movement speed. The Eternal Heart, we get another pill, and something's wrong. We have a very real possibility of hitting boss rush here, which is really surprising considering that we were so slow to begin with. But Ares is it's a fun item. You know, once I learned how to use it properly in Repentance Plus, its stock really went up. This range up. Really just want an HP up, to be honest. We can combine that. We can combine Ares with the Book of Shadows here. And be totally immune while also dealing damage. Now, as soon as you stop moving, you will stop to you'll stop to cause damage. And there goes our soul heart. This is the direct result of us still not getting a damage upgrade. We get a range upgrade. And Little Brimmy, Blood Oath, and Death's Touch. I'm gonna go Death's Touch here. We don't need the other two. Even though Death's Touch does give us a tiers down, we are so desperate for an actual damage upgrade that it's worth it. Let's put it this way. There's not too many scenarios that exist that Death's Touch would never be not worth it. Like the piercing shots, the scythe tears, just how cool they look. And also, of course, the damage up is a massive one that you can get. The tier, you know, it does suck to have to lose tears, but it's a worthy sacrifice. Guppy's Tail, which is going to give us second Guppy item. Okay. The gauntlet's been laid, game. Could just use Ares to clue that, but we're probably not going to do a sack room there. I was just making sure there may have been a chance for the tinted skull in there. Just need to find basically the tinted skull. Thanks to Kane's Eye, we actually did get mapping for this, so we know exactly where the boss is, and there it is. Okay, so we got 2.5 minutes or so to get to the boss. First key, okay, at least we got our keys back. The nice thing about Ares is that it really does kind of neutralize a lot of those really annoying mobs in the game. You know, the ones that can do the whole clown physics thing and kind of float around and stuff. We can just run into them and not have to worry about it. We get Wicked Crown, actually, which is not bad. The only problem with this is that we would have to go down to Shoal in order for it to be used. Oh, I think, or am I thinking of the other one? Yeah, we would. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Okay, SK might be okay. Rarely ever get to see an SK card work. But I would want to use it for like in a reroll pedestal opportunity here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. We almost went in there without having the full card. I mean, we could use it now, but that feels like a waste, especially without us knowing if we get a devil deal here or not. We don't have to worry about the soul heart yet, because if we do take a devil deal that kills us, we can just simply walk out of the room before the item registers and get ported right back into the devil deal, so. All right, boss rush. Golden opportunity here. There goes Mom. I'm going to take the Polaroid. And we get Jacob's Ladder. Yes, sir. Jacob's freaking ladder, baby. All right. So we did not get a devil deal, but we did get Jacob's Ladder, which is huge. Now what we can do is, I doubt we're going to find a reroll pedestal anywhere unless it's maybe in the secret room. But I don't even know where the secret room is, dude. So I know that the super secret room's here, but that's about it. Gonna run into that fire. Secret room's not there. It's got to be here then. Oh, that's the door. Guess we'll have to go in this room after all. So look at this. Ares just absolutely owns this room. Really? Really? It's here? That's a weird, weird spot. The only other spot it could be, I cannot believe it. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, no. I cannot believe that it's not here. The only other spot that it could be is below here, and that would be a really mean place to put it. Yeah, well, I have no friggin' clue, dude. Here then? Okay. All right, so we're going to use the Suicide King card to generate an item. Whole bunch of chests. I probably should have put these in the secret room, actually. Maggie's Faith is a good shout here. Also, so is the Filigree Feather. Here for the last Guppy item here. And we are not going to get it. We get pills. Do that telepills. At least we can telepills out with the Verp pill. We can get out of the boss. We can get out of the boss trap room. Flat file is good, but man, having Maggie's Faith is the bee's knees here. But we've already used the Verp. Okay, so let's go into the boss trap room now. Super bandage. Remember, everybody, if you're enjoying these videos here and you want to get us to Delirium and Hush Week, all you got to do is click the like button. 3,000 likes on this video or any other videos that I have, including the YouTube Shorts, will count towards the like streak goal. And by any videos, I mean any of the videos, not just Isaac, but like Monster Hunter. If I released other videos for other games too, all those count towards the like streak goal in Isaac. Yeah, so we don't really need Maggie's Faith anymore. It just comes down to, do I want Filigree Feather or do I want the flat file? Flat file will allow us to go in the curse rooms and look for Guppy a lot easier. Filigree Feather, I don't know if we're going to have enough HP to make it work on this floor for the Sacrum Shuffle to get all the way there. There are a decent amount of hearts on the floor. We can try it. If you don't know what the Filigree Feather does, by the way, it makes the angel statues drop an item instead of instead of a key piece. Obviously, we need to maintain this extra soul heart or this extra HP container here, because if we don't, then we will be unable to tap the Sacrum Shuffle. So let's just see what's in this room here. Okay, there's Judgment, which we could get potentially another HP upgrade out of. But in order for us to do that safely, we would need to go grab the flat file. And I think it's a great opportunity here for us if we can get that to happen. Let's drop the Filigree Feather because we're gonna have to come back this way anyway. Let's go get this. I'm gonna grab the flat file. Yeah, so this way, if we do get paid out, we don't have to worry about the spikes at all. We won't get bounced into them or anything stupid. Yeah, we got another heart. Half heart. Hey, that's another tap on the Sacrum Shuffle. Spades does not help us, but we do need keys thanks to Guppy's tail. Brother, we have given you... Okay. High Priestess we don't care about.
The High Priestess.
Thank you, Matthias. Okay, so what we're going to do here is first I gotta drop the flat file. Let's not drop it in the way that I have to come back here. How about we just put it out of reach, just so we don't have to worry about ever running into that and then dropping it and having to go back and then do it again. Let's be smart about this. Okay, Filigree Feather, we got it in hand. If you take the flat file into a Sacrum Shuffle, it removes all of the spikes, including the one that you have to tap in order to do the shuffle. Okay, so we're coming up on the... Wait, did flat file, it just removed the spikes, period. Huh. From the curse room anyway, that's weird. I grab this. I go back over here. Reason why I haven't picked up the HP upgrade yet is because we can use it for a 2-heart heal, essentially. Get Redemption, which almost killed me because the item pedestal blocked me from moving. Redemption could potentially be a damage upgrade source. Now all we gotta do is just not die picking up our HP upgrade, which we didn't. Could have also just used the Book of Shadows as well. Doing that just to get the item pedestal out of here. Yeah, we got the Book of Shadows on lockdown, so nice slowing there by Death, and we get Crown of Light. Holy moly! Wow. Okay. Well, I'd say that paid out pretty well. We can also use the Ace of Spades in there. Wow. Crown of Light. What a we talk about damage upgrades. That's one of the biggest ones you can get. It literally doubles your damage. We don't have it activated yet, but we can go get that heart in the shop. One thing I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to use the Ace of Spades for all these pennies and turn them into keys. And we just grab all of them here. Remember, we've got Guppy's tail, so might as well fight Uriel here. Let's see what else awesomeness we can get. Don't have any slowing aura this time from Death. See War doing the contact damage there on Uriel, or Gabriel. Okay. Well, Uriel hooked us up big time with a Crown of Light pickup, and after all this moving and shaking that we've been doing here, we end up getting Crown of Light and getting a massive damage upgrade. The Filigree Feather really took us over the moon here. I think I am going to take Maggie's Faith at the end of all things here. Well, wow, that was a random soul heart just popped out there. Crown of Light is now active. We've got ourselves 12.26 damage. Looking fantastic. And we call that a big time play. Like huge time play. I'm just going to blow these up. If we really needed the HP. Oh my gosh, there's Sigil Baphomet there too, man. I think I'd rather have the HP. It's so good when you have 9 lives, but yeah. That was an absolutely massive play there. You give yourself a little pat on the back if you like that play. Also, that was not a fart. That was my armchair. That was the armrest on my chair, scraping against my desk. Turned a little bit too far to the right. I'm kind of actually sitting a little bit like crooked right now. It's kind of bothering me. Slight misplay there, though. You should always open. You should always open your. Always open these chests with the red chest being last. Because it has a potential to take you out of, just teleport you out of the room. So you don't have to actually do any of the combat. The sack room here. I mean, yeah, we could hold on to a Filigree Feather. If we really wanted to sort of... What did we get hit by there? I thought I was using Ares, but we got hit by something. I don't see what. Anyway. End the rock right here. We could hold on to the Filigree Feather, and yeah, that would have given us more of an opportunity to get like angel deals and stuff, but I don't think that with 9 lives here, 9 lives Maggie's Faith and the Book of Shadows, that's a guaranteed HP up every single floor. Like there's no danger at all for us to lose HP to a point of it being lethal for us, you know, and that's the big security buff that you get here. It's a nice, even though it's not defensive, it's like kind of like passive defensive. Giving yourself more HP than you can lose. There you go, there's that Warfly, and some nonsense of a map right now. Okay, let's. I know I just got done saying that there's nothing that can threaten us, but taking bad damage is definitely annoying. We are going to get a. We are going to get the redemption damage bonus, which I'm excited about. And boom goes dynamite. 2.29 damage for skipping a devil deal. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't take the Vengeful Soul pick up from Fallen there, it's because I don't fully trust the idea of us getting a damage payout from redemption if we take a devil deal item from Fallen. We've seen it do kind of wonky things before, so I'm going to do a big-time play here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Book of Shadows now, grab the full charge, so we can go in and out of this curse room for free to try to get Guppy, and it didn't work. But it's a good idea. Preemptively using the Book of Shadows and then grabbing the battery so we have a full charge to go into and out of the curse room for free is quite nice. We are going to get a Tears rate upgrade here. Because our damage is so high, the lowest stat now is technically our not capped Tears rate now. 5.55, we'll take that. Another Tinted Rock, nice. Super Secret Room might be up there. I'm not going into the dice room because I'm not going to re-roll this run. And we have no item pedestals to speak of. So there's not really a whole lot to live through that. Not really a whole lot of motivation to go in there. This is another Tinted. I thought I saw Tinted Rock. Ah, we are getting beefed up on HP now. The only dice room that I would want would be a 5 room. Remember, we have Guppy's tail, too, so we have to be very careful about our key usage. So this is a global D20, which I guess potentially could re-roll us some keys. Or not. There's a key up in the big room. Yeah, we got our keys back to go into the dice room. That's pretty much all you can really ask for. We missed old Hushy by a little bit. But remember, on Hush Delirium Week, once we get that like streak goal done, Hush Delirium Week, I would be forced to go fight Hush, no matter what. If we somehow miss it, then, if we somehow missed Hush, then we just gotta do it on a victory lap, I guess. Or not. I mean, I guess, you know what we could do is I could poll the mosh pit. It's a live poll right now. Not if, but when we hit Hush and Delirium Week for the like streak goal, let's hypothetically say that I do not make Hush by the time limit because we have a really, really poor run and we didn't get there before 30 minutes. Would you guys and gals prefer that I either let myself in via Mama Mega after, of course, the It Lives fight, or say, no, that's just how it goes, you gotta do it on the victory lap? Post them in the comments down below, because I would love to know everyone's thoughts on that. You know that I don't really like going to the dev console unless I absolutely have to, but for this one, for a theme week, I think it might be permissible, but I digress. I'm not sure what how the general mosh pit would feel. I don't mind just saying, like, yeah, it's, you know, you didn't make it. Tough toodles, you know, but at the same time, it could also be real spicy if we have like an insanely bad run, and then the time limit doesn't matter. I can just give myself Mama Mega and then force myself into the Hush door after It Lives. So I would not use Mama Mega for anything other than just opening the door. I wouldn't gain any advantage from that. I'd make sure that the boss is dead. You know, if there's never a mob in the Hush room, so we don't have to worry about that. Hush portal. Fancy dodging in there, and we went straight to Isaac this time. Minus save one dead end. Gonna get up close and personal here to see if we can push him over into phase 3. We did without him spawning any of the fetuses. It's important to remember with Crown of Light as well, if you take damage, even if you didn't lose any red hearts, you're still going to lose the Crown of Light buff, the double damage buff. So don't take damage. Curse the Blind, of course. Back-to-back Curse the Blinds to finish off the run. Game just trying to pitch a fit here. Going Hourglass, we get marked. A puppy. Whoa, baby. Okay, Kosovo, and yeah, Infestation 1. Let's not do that. Might be the worst Yara rune I think I've ever seen in the chest. It's not the Yara rune's fault. It's definitely the loot table's fault there. That was awful. Glowing Hourglass is pretty much the only thing that would be even worth a damn there. And even then, I'm not going to pass up the Book of Shadows. Now, if this were the beginning of a run, then yeah, sure, but... Death getting in there. Taking out Wrath. Demon Judgments are pretty much the opposite of what we want right now. We are highly motivated to keep our red hearts filled. Okay, dead end, isn't it? No, maybe not. Because we don't want to lose the Crown of Light buff. We just got double tap there, which I'm pretty happy about. Like, of course we get Guppy's Tail paying out in the chest like every room now on Curse the Blind, when the game knows that I won't take it. There goes double adversary. Wow, this might actually be the right way to go. You see how much HP that we've earned there just from Maggie's Faith, and that's kind of what I was talking about. It just, as long as you've got enough damage to protect your HP, you're going to be flooded with HP. And especially with 9 lives, it just makes it that much better. So thank you for watching, everybody. Very smooth run, and hey, you got to say that was one hell of a play there with Crown of Light and the Filigree Feather. It was absolutely worth the time spent to make that happen. And sometimes you just gotta make those plays. You know, sometimes the run just demands it. We hadn't seen a single damage upgrade up until then, and then all of a sudden, boom. And the decision to go to Boss Rush was also very paramount in us getting Jacob's Ladder. So very fun run. Great way to start off the week here. Remember, if you enjoyed this episode, click the like button and leave a comment down below. We get to 3,000 likes on this video, and that is the easiest and fastest way to not only support myself, as well as the other people who work for me. And on top of that, we also get another little tap, a little mark on the like streak goal. We're very close now, 15 away from the Hush Delirium week. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great start to your week here in the Mosh Pit. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Avery, Wyatt Sipes, and Nicholas. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.